Ladies and gentlemen, here are the Ravens.
Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. That's Harrison Butker. Set to get things started. Off we go here in Baltimore. This return will take him out past the 25-yard line. Decent field position as this game gets going. Lamar Jackson, twice the MVP, Greg, leads this Ravens team out Season 9, but Season 1 without John Harbaugh as his head coach.
You know, I think one of the biggest factors for Lamar Jackson this season, Mike, is just to stay healthy. They got to just find a way to keep him on the field, keep him in one piece. And, you know, I think when you talk about a dynamic player like Lamar and, you know, his ability to use his legs and his ability to improvise, there's a very fine line, especially early in the season. Stay away from those hits, operate more as a passer, and then towards the end of the season when things really matter, let them really loose. You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
Jackson's pass.
L'Jarius Sneed, tight coverage as he gets in the way of that one.
Third down and 11.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
Hit as he throws, that one will fall to the turf, and it's incomplete. The pressure too much to get away from that time. Good third down stop. And it sets up fourth down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. 10th season now for the two-time MVP of the league, three-time Super Bowl MVP, Patrick Mahomes, Greg, back after suffering the knee injury in Week 15 of the 2025 season.
And we all know how talented this guy is, Mike, right? From the physical sense, that's obvious. But what really separates him, and it really came through when we had a chance to talk to him this week, is really his ability to operate from the neck up. His processing speed, his decision-making. It seems like he's always one step ahead of the defense, and when he's on, he's proven to be really hard to beat.
Quick throw there. That's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up second down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Right back to Kelce again. And that one's going to be shut down. They are short of the line to gain. No first down, and the punt team will come on here on fourth down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. Did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. As the Ravens head back out on offense, you're going to look at one of the best Chiefs defensive coordinators, Steve Spagnuolo. Spags, once a head coach with the Rams back in their St. Louis days, and briefly was an interim head coach with the Giants. He's been the architect of this defense since taking over in 2019 and the winner of 3 Super Bowl titles. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Jackson gonna keep it himself. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
2nd down and 3 coming up. They'll send Flowers in motion. On 2nd down, here's a run with Henry. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
A loss of 2 yards.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Here now, 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Eckley on to punt. He sends that one skyward. Returnable for Remigio. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Chiefs offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. In motion, that's Thornton. The first carry for the Spartan, Kenneth Walker. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line.
37-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 4. We'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Call it a gain of 13. And the Chiefs have a 1st down.
1st down, Kansas City.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pickup there by the back to pick up the 1st down.
New set of downs, it's 1st and 10. A fake to Walker, and now Mahomes. That's into the hands of Tyquan Thornton. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
20 yards on that pass play. Good for a Chiefs 1st down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
Quarterback's lucky on that one, Mike, that ball ended up just harmlessly falling to the ground. It was that initial pressure that got to him that forced the errant throw, and fortunately for this offense, that ball didn't end up going the other way.
On third down, Mahomes. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Butker's kick is good, and the Chiefs will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. This one taken at the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Out come the Ravens. You look at their offensive coordinator, Declan Doyle. Doyle was the youngest offensive coordinator in football a year ago with the Bears, leaving after 1 year to join Jesse Minter's staff with the Ravens in 2026. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll send Flowers in motion. On play action, here's Jackson. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Chiefs on top. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins as they've got it with 1st and 10. They'll run the draw, and here's Henry. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
When you call a draw, Mike, what you're counting on is that the defense is in full pass mode. The linebackers in secondary are getting a lot of depth in their drops. The defensive line is just racing up the field thinking, I'm going to sack the quarterback. In this case, they're not so lucky. Not only do they not catch him off guard, they're not able to pick up any yards.
They're going to go right back to Henry. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
3rd and long. In motion comes Andrews. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
Play action now. Jackson. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. This one downfield looking for Henry. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Jackson up top again. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
It's 3rd and 7.
They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down. They'll send Flowers in motion. To the air one more time with Jackson. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Barring some type of disaster with that big pass pickup, it puts them in position now where they feel like they can at least walk away with points off this drive. I just feel like it has to be 6. I feel like anything less than that will be a letdown.
They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's 1st and goal. He's got it at the 3. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Ravens move out to a 7-3 lead.
Ravens 7, Chiefs 3.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Nico Remigio to bring it back. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Motion man is Rice. Off the play fake. Mahomes. Short throw, caught by the tight end, Gray. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Really nice job there defensively, playing the integrity of that zone defense so well. Anytime an offense is running these crossing routes or these underneath drag routes, they're trying to cause confusion with the underneath zone defenders. In this case, they all...
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. That is Trey Hendrickson getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
And 13.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as they'll discuss what's to come. It's 4th down is looming.
A gain of 9 on the play, but it brings up 4th down.
Here's Matt Ariza now. He'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. Wester on the return. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. This one complete downfield to Walker. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A big play to kick off this drive. It's a gain of 34.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. That ball caught. One hand needed. What a catch. Now the Chiefs can call the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
A 1st down throw for Jackson. And that's going to be over everyone. Incomplete. Nothing ever really developed there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
Again, it's Jackson. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Now a screen set up for Henry. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
4th down and less than a yard.
They'll run for it with Henry, and he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on downs.
Well, I'll tell you, Mike, I'm feeling pretty good about my chances of picking up this 4th down when I've got big old Derrick Henry in the backfield. So what an unbelievable job by this defense coming up with a huge 4th down stop.
The Chiefs offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this 1st half. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker, and they will get him down just beyond the 10-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick 1st down.
Well, that run came at the perfect time, Mike. Anytime you find yourself backed up near your own goal line, the goal is to just start with 1 1st down. They were able to get it here. Now you give a little breathing room, a little room to operate. Fresh set of downs, keep this drive alive.
Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. Picked off by Chidobe Awuzie.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, the ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
The Ravens offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They'll begin with the football in the red zone already as the defense has their back to the wall to start this drive. They put Smythe in motion. Off the play fake, Jackson. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have the ball at their own 18-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
The Chiefs offense going to take over just before the half. They'll do so with 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. Trying to keep the momentum going after the turnover. They have delivered with a quick first down.
First down, Kansas City.
Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hanson for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hanson, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula and come out on top in this tight one as we hit the second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Chiefs offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll start out first down and 10. Gun, here's Mahomes. The pressure gonna cave in on him. He will go down. Tavius Robinson getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive. That'll bring up second and long. Motion man is Rice. Here's Walker. Well, they'll get some of the sag yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
This is one of those plays where you got to give them some love after. Let them know it was an outstanding run and all of that. Because even though it was a good effort, it's hard not to feel disappointed, Mike, that they somehow weren't able to move the chains.
3rd and 6. Throwing is Mahomes. That is caught. He gets the hookup with Rice.
Complete to
15-yard pickup there. First down,
15.
KC.
And a first
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here as we start the second half.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, here's the give to Walker. And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8.
Marlon Humphrey on the tackle. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 2. Throwing now, Mahomes. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 17
A gain
yards.
of 17
First down,
yards.
Chiefs.
And the Chiefs have a first down. Straight ahead, it's Walker. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
He was taken down at the
Give them
22-yard
12
line.
on that
A
one.
gain of
They are
12.
on the march. Another first down.
Kansas City.
It's been a really nice drive they've been able to put together, Mike, and I think the key word is balance. Not having to rely too heavily on either the run or the pass. Continue to mix it up, going back and forth. Keep the defense off balance. A lot of success.
And he'll somehow manage to get rid of it. He took a shot, too. The pass falls
Brings up 2nd
incomplete.
and 10 at the 22-yard
Every
line.
possession is so critical in these close games. The one thing you can't have here is a turnover. Really nice job making sure that ball is uncatchable and just line up and snap it again.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. He's got it at about the 8. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up first and goal.
Kansas City.
Points have certainly been hard to come by in this one today, Mike, but it seems like this drive has been what they've been searching for. A little bit of rhythm, the ability to sustain. Now they got to finish. Now they got to capitalize on these first downs and go finish with 6.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He pulls it in around the 5.
Mahomes pass complete.
It's a really well-designed play down in the red zone. We see teams run this time and time again, fast to the flat. What they're doing is they're putting a lot of conflict of responsibility. Those edge defenders in the run game, a lot of times are also responsible for the flat area in the passing game. So things happen fast, threaten those responsibilities, and let the running back do the rest.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs are on top. It's now 10-7.
Chiefs 10, Ravens 7.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. And he's had trouble getting on track in this one. Really limited space to find an opening. The defensive front stopping him multiple times. Generally, he has not been a big factor in this game to this point. It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. He'll take this forward for about 5.
You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal, when you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend.
They'll send Flowers in motion. Jackson going to give it up on a pop pass. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
On the play. And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. To the middle of the field and caught by Walker. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
32 yards.
A big play and a much-needed one as well. 32 yards.
10 at the 31-yard line.
This drive started to take some nice shape. Another 1st and 10 here. Out of the gun, here's a give to Henry. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
The line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Chiefs' 33-yard line.
In motion comes Walker. And we will not get another snap here. That is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of play. Second down. Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Forced out wide. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
When you find yourself trailing here late in the game, decision-making is critical. Not only is he able to extend the drive by picking up the 1st down with his legs, great job by the quarterback understanding, get out of bounds, stop the clock, save as much time as possible as they try to make a comeback.
That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
On play action, here's Jackson. Now he'll run it, and he'll wind up with a short pickup as he slides to a stop. And that's going to bring up 3rd down.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Now Jackson. And he'll have to throw this one away. Defense stiffening in the red zone, and it's going to bring up fourth down.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. That evens the score here in the fourth quarter.
That's well done right there. Down 3. Obviously, you would have loved a touchdown, but the first job is to just get this game back square, and they were able to accomplish that.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. This game level following the made field goal. So they need to put something together here. It begins with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. Rice open, he's got it. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll send Worthy in motion. Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. The big man, Nnamdi Madubuike, there for the sack.
I see a lot of tired legs out there on both sides of the field, Mike. Looks like this pass rush has found a little bit of a second wind. They come away with a big-time sack, and it brings up 4th down.
On comes the Chiefs punter. Important punt here in this tie game late. Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to get back at it. We're all even. 4th quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. Now, Jackson. He'll look underneath for Henry. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Raven. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Now Lamar going to hang on to it, and he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
And that play just really looked doomed from the start, didn't it? It didn't look like the timing. It didn't look like he was confident in his read, and that time he pulls it, nowhere really to go, and take them down for a loss.
Jackson now on second down. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
And before the snap, clock is ticking down, and we reach the 2-minute warning. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll drop to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's fourth down. Ravens sending the punt team out there.
For Baltimore.
Here's Remigio, and he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. Kenneth Walker, Super Bowl 60 MVP from his time in Seattle, coming out for the Chiefs' next possession. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Here is 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll locate Thornton over the middle. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
I think it's clear, Mike. I think they have their sights set on winning this game in regulation. I don't think overtime is even in the picture. They're trying to be aggressive, continue to move this ball down. Can they find a way to pull this game off here late in the fourth quarter?
First down throw, Mahomes work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. It's second down.
At this stage of the game, one play could be the difference between winning and losing, and that dangerous throw is just a little risky for my liking. I understand the notion of trying to make a play and being aggressive, but one turnover here, and this game could be over.
That is taken in left side by Thornton. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
On third down, Mahomes. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throw away, and he's taken down. The Ravens use their first timeout. They'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. And now here comes the punt team. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. That's fielded at about the 18. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. And they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining on the clock.
First and 10 at the 45-yard
Anytime you're facing
line.
a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout, and they stop it with 22 ticks left on the clock here in the fourth.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
It is 2nd and a yard. Jackson. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. So overtime is coming up, and why don't we give you a quick refresher of the rules. In an exhibition game like this, each team still guaranteed a possession, that we know, although any defensive score ends the ball game. Each team gets 2 timeouts, but a slight change from a regular season game. We're not handing out any ties here. These 2 teams are going to play on until we get a winner. Four quarters would not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Ravens offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. On the option, they give it to Henry. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. 14 on the pickup. 1st down, Baltimore.
That's good for
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset. But as always, there's the exception to every rule.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
Brings up 2nd.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense. And I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
On the handoff, it's Henry. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They put Smythe in motion. Jackson from the gun on third down. He finds his tight end, that's Smythe. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or two short.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Rashard Smith. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing is Mahomes. That's into the hands of Thornton. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
A gain of
Just need a field goal here. Every yard matters. That's a big 1st down.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
Open man is Thornton. He's done it.
Pass complete to Tyquan Thornton. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. A shotgun run now with Walker. And he'll bring this up to the 48-yard line. And that's a 1st down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
The defense had their sights set on making a big play one way or another. First, it was the initial pressure. They thought they had the quarterback for a sack, but then they get their hands on the ball, and I think if you're this offense walking back into the huddle, Mike, an incomplete pass there, probably the best possible outcome.
And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
We'll try and run it with Walker. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Well, what looked like an advantage for the offense, Mike, facing 2nd and short now, has turned into a win for the defense. Back-to-back stops for a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
And the Chiefs will punt the ball away. And he's on for a big one here in overtime. And that one not placed as well as he had hoped. It's all the way into the end zone for a touchdown. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive.